This is Theresa Göttl Brightman reading Insomnia and the Eighth Plague of Egypt. I have never been very good at being awake. My antelope roommate daily reminds me of this. I am in love with a crispy oxen nightlight, heavily lifting the corners of Jupiter into my bedroom. My roommate's boyfriend is a batting average of chinchilla hats curled into the couch. In the mornings, I find him with chewed heirloom ivory piano keys falling between chapped lips. I've been sweeping up the bite-shaped splinters for days. My roommate grinds purslane and moss into the living room rug, grazing while the boyfriend and I watch TV. I tear suture strips from the sun, wrap them scarf-wise around my throat in a caution, do not crucifix ribbon. Sodium scholarships bombardier the apartment until grasshoppers, thorax, mandibles sluice every nozzle in the flat. A fascist dragon with hard-boiled skins bites off 3 of my fingers and names the other 7 after the cardinal sins. My roommate applies a rice paper tourniquet around my webbed fingers. Industrialized zebrafinches dock in the broken crust of the elevated hydrogen balloon above the building. The boyfriend collects all the doorknobs smuggled in antique mansion lunchboxes. The desert in my belly shifts, and my roommate bolts, springbok legs tangled with Saharan lion ancestral memories as she crumples against ajar closet doors and through the ground floor picture window. This is Theresa Göttl Brightman reading Evolution. This poem was written after I read an article about the idea that blue, the color, is a fairly recent concept in human history. And I thought that idea was so fascinating. And of course, later on, I read another article that completely debunked that idea, but I still held on to that idea. And I wrote this poem. Blue is a new concept. Blue is a modern invention. Blue is not green, is not red, is not yellow. Blue is not grass, is not leaves, is not mud, is not water. Blue is bronze. Blue is the wheel. Blue is the number 0. Blue is vacuum chamber and rare encouraged blossom and polished desert stone stolen from mineshaft irradiated slaves. Blue is Renaissance pulley, Euclidean algebra, is planetary fulcrum tipping axis into premature winter. Blue is nitrogen algae, peeling fish and life from the lakes. Blue is air-starved, freckled flame siphoning blue argon in blue hothouse stems. Blue is ether. Blue is circuitry. Blue is wireless. The soldered blue bones of the blue Madonna conference with the blue feet of blue Krishna on the blue turnpike to blue Christ center consciousness of the bluest third eye. Blue is cigarette. Blue is smoke. Blue is fear. Blue is factory. Blue is environmental factors. Blue is suicide. Blue is carbon monoxide. Blue is active shooter drill. Blue is tree frog extinction and silenced puma roars. Blue angels scorch blue soot prayers into blue corn with blue war jets armed with blue cruise missiles until blue refugees squeeze a blue curvature of a blue Jesus into their blue cold cabins. Copper blue microns jump blue teeth and tines from blue silicon wafers into atomic blue waste. The bow of blue air hanging between blue feet and blue snow. Bullets blue love. Scarcity into blue economy of iron blue fulfillment. Blue is money. Blue is broken. Blue is open. Blue is gun. Blue is God. This is Theresa Göttl Brightman reading List for the Day After Terrorism. This poem was written after one of the many recent shootings, and a friend of mine had said that there should be a list for what to do the day after terrorism. So I wrote this poem. Look left, look right, look left again. Exercise caution. Watch for cars, watch for germs, watch for dogs, watch for a burning rock of iron falling from the sky. Watch for unattended luggage, watch for suspicious activity, watch for false prophets trumpeting the end of the republic. Be safe. Pick the platitudes from the gaps between your teeth. They have been lodged there since Oklahoma City, since Columbine, since 9/11, since Sandy Hook, since Chardon, since the Boston Marathon, since Pulse, since San Bernardino, since Charleston, since Las Vegas, since yesterday. They are lodged in bulletproof backpacks and bomb squad kindergarten and the body armor Bibles. Remove them. Send your blood and money instead of your thoughts and prayers. Keep your thoughts. Spend quiet hours transmuting them from cheap wine into holy blood. Keep your prayers. Pray for absolution from sins of complacency, from tongue click and obligatory single tear. Always heed traffic light red, traffic light green, traffic light caution yellow. They are blinking sunflowers turning to face the light. Always warning sunflower caution yellow, sunflower caution yellow, sunflower caution yellow. Be safe. Question the shell-casing crucifix of an emptied Messiah. Reject all denominations of the kill cult. Write every name of the beloved and living. Make a mark for every being you meet, every partner to your personal struggle for survival. Remember, caution is a symptom of fear. Demand love. Find a bird. Remember the unlikely resilience of feathered things, glass-thin skeletons and bodies filled with air that somehow persist through the glittering violence of a man-shaped world. Chart the stars on a napkin, a receipt across your chest on the back of your quarterly 401k report. Make vellum from the skin on the back of your right hand and use it with water and palm fronds to fight the mystery of evil. Follow the rules of oil, acid, and incense. Take a fury, broken and shared into blessings. Demand love. Take your body of ratcheting gears and latches, a machine of cotton and iron. Stuff the sternum with ravens of thought and memory, oil slick feathers and a sugar burn. Stretch your arms, share debts and leprosy and shame. Share fear and bankruptcy and the colors of the enemy. Share the broken brass and asbestos angels perched above your door. Stay mindful of your daily elections. Demand love. When you fall short, begin again. This is Theresa Göttl Brightman reading The Rover. This poem was written after construction was begun on the Ohio Rover pipeline in central Ohio. Red Rover, let Energy Transfer Partners come over, along with Devon Energy, Spectra Energy, TransCanada, Kinder Morgan, Marathon, Sunoco, British Petroleum, Shell, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, Rosneft, and ExxonMobil. This wetland hemorrhage only heralds the first pinprick drops of a razor blade meets throat erasure of 47 years of cleanup and regulation. First blood in a wartime machine space race back to Cleveland's Republic Steel River fire and the DDT-clotted groundwater that softened bald eagle shells and seeded Rachel Carson's cancer. Red Rover, before time and amnesia morphed this chant into sanitized playground banter, James Fenimore Cooper titled his pirate novel Red Rover. His title antagonist called simply The Rover, a reaver, ocean drifter with a wake of blood, killing for wealth and enslaving survivors, human personification of hunger, lust for blood and filth and gold and flesh. Red Rover, your namesake game mimics capture and forced servitude. Red Rover, your namesake pipeline is not a game. Cooper's Red Rover made the waters unsafe. Ohio's Rover, a fast learner, has already done the same. Red Rover, your angel of death walks tonight. What sacrifice will appease the murderous gods, the blackened bones and antlers of your victims? We cannot find enough scorched blood from slaughtered birds and cattle and wolves to paint a protection charm across the lintels. This is our Passover. We hold our breath against plague air, eat our unleavened bread, and pray to wake up tomorrow, surviving despite a new Messiah. No sham of a golden desert calf. This new Christ is anointed not in olive oil, but blood thickened by tar sands. The Parthians, Medes, Elamites, and Cappadocians carry a Pentecostal methane plume, scorching flocks of blackbirds from the sky. Red Rover, let Lazarus come over. Cool my oil-fed tongue with the tip of his finger. Let me wash not in sand, but the last clean river. Red Rover, let the water come over. This is Theresa Göttl Brightman Reading Naming Ceremony. Once upon a time, when the world was new and the ground was fire and the sky was thick with star gas and light, the earth, fresh from creation's passage through a canal of plasma and violence, she opened her mouth to sing, her skin cooled and the oceans dropped from hydrogen clouds to set her axis, spinning in song, a dervish worship, the terrestrial hymn praising primordial backscatter, as sand fuses into glass, into razor-split atoms, as pressure transmutes leaf rot into coal, into crystals, as electric bolt leaves a zap of ozone and amino acids curled into respiration and photosynthesis, as skeletons metamorphose after a land breath hiccup into lunar effervescent opal, as the universe unceasingly creates, Earth's core pumps magma molten iron into the rhythmic expansion and contraction, a ubiquitous heartbeat and thrum, wrapping stone and water into flesh and fins and scales, bone and leaves, bark and stems and claws, exoskeletons and feathers, calcium, magnesium, zinc, and copper, fibers and vessels and proteins, all unified in this green, brown, blue homeland, percussing and strumming the energies of existence. We all sing her earth song of life. And your name is Earthquake Nation. Your name is Tectonic Culture. Your name is Crown of Flames. Your name is Sleeping Caldera. Your name is Igneous Rebellion. Your name is Howling Forests. Your name is Glacier in Opposition. Your name is Love of the Earth. Your name is Love of the Earth. Your name is Love.